At the moment, XRP is trading for less than $10. Although we haven't reached double digits yet, $9.32 is close. Greetings from another video. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. This was an experiment. Remain seated for what's in store for 2024. Please buckle up, as I will be presenting some compelling proof in today's video that the IMF, the DTCC, and the World Banks are cooperating. They are all considering using XRP as a cross-currency settlement token. As I mentioned in today's video, with the proof I will present, although it is undeniable that we are still at 62 cents, double digits in 2024 will be extremely optimistic. Press the like button now, and let's dive straight into today's video. The G20's roadmap for improving cross-border payments. We are aware that this is the plan they are adhering to. The FSP is establishing the parameters, and the presidency will back both the IMF and the FSP in the legal framework for a coordinated, worldwide approach to digital assets. We also connected to all of the 2021 know-how tests. This is the portion you should listen to. The necessary bodies are collaborating with CPMI to create an implementation plan, and as the dates range from December 2022 to December 2023, the process is proceeding right now. They built relevant bodies, so I'm going to reread those to work with CPMI. Who could this be? Spiral. Okay, so Ripple is involved in this, as you guys could. This is the Committee on Payments and Market Infrastructure, or CPMI, as they are calling it over here. This is the Cross-Border Payment Interoperability and Extension Task Force. They are currently working on an implementation strategy, which they intend to complete in 2023. Ready to have your thoughts blown away? The CPMI is working with the IMF, Ripple, and the BIS Innovation Hub. The World Bank will find and examine ways to connect CBCs, which could enhance cross-border payments. Cross-border payment is a top priority for the G20, the World Bank for the G20. In addition, about remittances, how can we expedite or make a cross-border payment that is cheaper or quicker? This is an agenda item that is receiving a lot of attention, and we are fervently committed to that cross-border payment. It is obvious that Ripple is at the forefront of the CBDC movement globally and should be considered the industry leader when discussing CBDCs. Alright, let's move on. Here are the CPMI and CBDC initiatives. He went to Ripple, if you guys are aware of them. Swell in 2020, and they discussed how CBDCs were pushing toward digital. This is the YouTube video that we have here, which shows the panel that included the Federal Reserve, the ECB, and Ripple back on November 2nd of that year. This becomes particularly significant because that same year, they appointed Uric as the Director for General Markets Infrastructure and Payments. Christine Lagarde resigned from her position as IMF head and rose to the position of ECB President. Christine Lagarde joined the ECB after leaving the IMF, and here is a tiny image of her. She was quite positive about blockchain and, in fact, about Ripple XRP generally, since they had several closed-door meetings. Lagarde is listening to BR Garlinghouse's panel, and this is what we got. Another image with BR Garlinghouse on the right, Christine Lagarde in the middle, Ra Patnick from the DTCC on the left. In front of you, Jess Chang participated in the IMF and the Federal Reserve's private meetings. You won't hear about the ECB's recently released digital euro. Take a look at what they had to say this year. Thus, Christine is essentially in charge of this. Lagarde and Zell Ulrich, in addition to attracting a larger user base throughout the euro area and reaping the benefits of economies of scale, non-bank payment service providers like financial technology companies, fintechs, and payment processors could offer seamless integration of digital euro payments into their platform and services. Additionally, the interoperability of the euro system's digitalization may encourage cooperation between banks and non-payment service providers. Forging new commercial alliances and promoting innovation in the payment sector would increase system efficiency, reduce costs, and, well, that's a long story. To put it briefly, the digital euro lacks interoperability, which is why we have the CPMI. As Ripple is a part of the ECB, we are also a part of it. They are working to improve cross-payment compatibility and extension. In fact, the year when URI joined the team to oversee payments, the third phase of the Stella project at the ECB was completed. This was completed with the ECB, the Bank of Japan, and Ripple, which is well known in Japan. Listen to this excerpt in Japanese. Initiatives from the private sector. Scurr, a product of Ripple, links financial institutions through a global network of participating companies. Current is based on ILP and allows for payment coordination amongst participating companies as well as bidirectional community communication. The Bank of England also presented a proposed strategy for synchronized payment settlement. This model entails a reliable third party providing synchronization. Did you hear about the possibility of applying for services for simultaneous settlement across ledgers and currencies? Yesterday's synorganized payment settlement involves a third party that you can trust. Remember what happened with the DTCC video and the digital dollar project? They claimed that keeping an unbiased third party ensures resolution. This is enormous. To control settlement finality, the third party does not always have to be the TDTCC or the TAL Reserve. Go ahead and hit that like button. The ECB is reportedly searching for a reliable third party to provide synchronized payment settlements, which is absurd in 2019. The DTCC discussing third-party settlement in 2023 in such a way that I can't even encircle these ladies and gentlemen with my head. Go ahead and click that button. Our Ripple is in charge of the blockchain industry's CBDC effort. Take a look at this figure. The projected amount for cross-border payments is $290 trillion. By 2030, and let me emphasize, this is only for cross-border payments. Settlements aren't even on the table. Not only are we not discussing tokenization, but before we end the video, this is the revised G20 route for 2023. Alright, well, pay attention to what they just stated. Together, the public and private sectors must manage and administer some of the largest payment and settlement infrastructure, which is constantly growing. Important payment systems can promote more competition and level the playing field for payment service providers. And inventiveness, did you folks understand that part? It's capable of balancing the odds. That is what we have been discussing on this channel. Having stated that, gentlemen and ladies, I am grateful to every one of you. Please share your thoughts with me in the section below the comments. This will be the final video for 2023 to 2024 and will make every XRP bearer utterly insane. Fireworks are set to burst, and retail is staying away from the ETFs. Right now, I'm telling you that none of us, not even myself, are prepared for what lies ahead. Our patients will receive a ton of love and affection in 2024. Have a wonderful year, everyone. What term would you use for this? New Year's Eve, and we'll return within 2024. There will be another episode. Go ahead and hit the like button. Can we get 224 likes? With the hope that cryptocurrency liquidity would someday be able to sustain stable international payments, we began creating ripples. Enormous sums of money. When the market was sufficiently established, users of RippleNet could transition to ODL, realizing the advantages of our fiat-based network. And the switch, I think what we're doing is precisely what's happening here. Do you realize that it's fixing a real problem? And I believe that each token represents my advice. If actual value and utility were being provided to a person, everybody would be able to understand it. A genuine customer will find value in the token.